Well, buenos dias, good people. It is great to see everyone this morning, and we are here to recognize and celebrate National Family Caregivers Month and to provide a proclamation and recognition of this important organizations and this important issue. So, the opening statement for President Biden's proclamation declaring November 2023 as National Family Caregivers Month read, how we treat our children, parents, and loved ones, and how we value those who care for them are fundamental to who we are as a nation, which is absolutely true. This issue is very personal for me, as I know it is for many of my colleagues on the council and many of our residents at home. I grew up in a multi-generational house, and it was an extraordinary opportunity and experience that helped shape my life. But I also saw firsthand the challenges that brought to my mom. My mom was the sole caregiver for her parents, and my grandmother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and my grandfather was diagnosed with Parkinson's. And I saw over the last 4 years of both of their lives the deterioration in their health and how emotional this was for my mom and for all of us, and for them as well. She did her best to keep pace, to be able to provide the love and the support that they needed, but there got to be a point where their needs far exceeded my mom's ability to be able to care for them on her own. And of course, she did this while working full-time, taking care of me, and helping to continue to move our household forward. And I remember vividly there'd be moments, and my mom doesn't overtly get emotional, where she would go into the bathroom, close the door, and just cry. I remember those moments. They left an indelible image on me and made me recognize the importance of supporting our caregivers by providing respite care, by providing training, by providing support to the organizations who are addressing the needs of our most vulnerable populations, and in particular, our aging community. And we have extraordinary representatives here who are on the front lines providing that love and support to not just the individual participants, but to the families as a whole. Their work has never been more important than right now, and with seniors continuing to be the fastest growing demographic in our country, and by, I believe, the year 2034, there will be more people over the age of 65 than there will be under the age of 18 in our country for the first time in the history of our nation. Think about that. We have to do everything that we can to continue to support their work and lift up and honor and recognize the sacrifice and love that the caregivers provide to their families. And so, providing remarks this morning, we are going to hear from Dr. Afshin Abida, Dr. Ana Maria Izquierdo, although I don't see Dr. Ana Maria here, and we are going a little bit early, so she should hopefully be here shortly. And then we will hear from Dr. Patrice McGee. But first, we will hear from Afshin.
Thank you so much. Good morning, and thank you so much, council members. And it's just an absolute honor to, on behalf of the medical daycare providers to the county and the state, to be recognized for the work that everybody here is doing day in, day out, rain and shine. So what we actually do for medical daycare, in medical daycare, is we provide help to people who are age 16 all the way up more than 100 years old. And depending on what medical conditions they have, we provide activities to them in the language that they are familiar with. We provide nutrition meals to them in the type of diet that they are familiar with and they like. So we can bring them from their home to the community and make sure that they can age well at home, and at the same time provide respite care for their care providers at home, because everybody needs a break. You need to make sure that your loved ones are properly taken care of. We provide nursing care for them, doctor's visits, appointments, and all of this is done for over 1,500 people in our community every day. So you probably have seen our buses in your communities, and so we really appreciate the fact that the county, Montgomery County specifically, is really outstanding in supporting all of these services for the community and medical daycares. We all appreciate all of your help and all of your support. It's truly an honor on all of our behalf. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, we will hear from Dr. Patrice McGee, the Chief of our Aging Disabilities Division, who is right there. There you go.
I'm a little short. Good morning, everyone. I am honored and privileged to serve this great county as the Chief of Aging and Disability Services within the Department of Health and Human Services. I am happy to be here this morning in observance of National Family Caregiver Month. This is a month that is near and dear to my heart. I have a lived experience providing full-time care for my mother. So I understand the importance of caring for oneself as you're caring for others. This year's theme is Caregivers Connect, which reminds us the importance of community and partnership. For the adult medical day providers that are standing here with me, the service that they provide is invaluable to not only care recipients, but also that's allowing them to age in place, but also their caregivers. It's enabling them the ability to continue to provide for their families while also supporting their loved ones as they age in place. So I thank you for the work that you're doing in this space. I thank you for your partnership. Within the Department of Aging and Disability Services, we provide information and assistance, as well as supplemental and supportive services, respite care with the help of our partners throughout the community for our caregivers in this community. So if you are a caregiver and you need some support, you need to get connected to services, please call our Aging and Disability Resource Unit at 240-777-3000. Again, that number is 240-777-3000. And finally, I just want to say I salute all the caregivers doing work in this space. I commonly refer to you as silent saviors because you're doing amazing, selfless work. And I just want to say thank you on this day.
Thank you very much, Dr. McGee. That was very well said. And there was a wonderful senior summit held just a few weeks ago at the Silver Spring Civic Building, in which, once again, as I said then, we brought the band back together again. All of the various community-based organizations, private sector partners, and government agencies, not just within the county, but across the state, working collaboratively to holistically address the needs of our aging community, because we all recognize that none of us can do this work alone. I'd like to give the opportunity to my two colleagues and friends that are here to just introduce themselves and the organization that they are with before I read the proclamation.
My name is Qishang Li. I represent CCACC. At CCACC, we not only have adult daycare, but we also provide in-home care services. And also, in addition to that, we also have child care support. And we've been grateful for the continued support from the county council and county executive branch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lee.
Hi, my name is Jeff Wright. I am here for Savita. We're a community-based provider in 38 states, actually now 40 states across the U.S. We have 4 medical adult daycares here in Montgomery County. Certainly appreciate all the support. We also have children and family services, community support services that are also operational here in Maryland. So again, thank you for all your support.
Thank you. And now I will read the proclamation. And for those of you that have not had the opportunity to visit one of our adult medical daycare facilities, it is an extraordinary experience, and I encourage all of you to do so and to look into it for your families, because had we'd known that option was available for my grandparents, I think it would have made a world of difference to them and my mom. So the Montgomery County Council issues the following proclamation: whereas National Family Caregivers Month is a time to acknowledge the dedication and tireless efforts of those who provide care for their loved ones, and whereas family caregivers play a vital role in providing support, comfort, and assistance to those most in need, including aging parents, children with special needs, injured service members, disabled veterans, or family members with illnesses. And whereas over 90 million Americans today are caregivers for their family members, AARP estimates that in 2021, family caregivers provided 36 billion hours of care, valued at $600 billion. And whereas, in addition to the countless hours of caregiving provided by family members and friends, there are numerous organizations that provide caregiving services, including helplines, support groups, medical daycare, and respite services. And whereas caregiving is an overwhelming sacrifice and responsibility, highlighting the importance of self-care and the need for caregivers to prioritize their own well-being to prevent burnout and maintain their own health. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland, hereby celebrates National Family Caregivers Month. And be it further resolved, we commend our residents who spend their days caring for others while balancing the responsibilities of their own lives, as well as the organizations providing support as we continue to raise awareness on these important issues. Presented on this 28th day of November in the year 2023, signed by myself and Council President Glass. And although we started a little bit early, and so she was not able to make it, but I did want to acknowledge my good friend, Dr. Ana Maria Izquierdo, who is doing extraordinary work connecting our primary care health clinics with our aging population. They are doing so in a manner that is culturally responsive to the needs of our community. And I am so honored that she continues that dedication and work here every day here in Montgomery County. So thank you all again for being here, and we will now take a picture.